I'm the co-founder and co-CEO of InChorus, which is a culture and inclusion analytics platform. So following on from what Camille was saying, actually, so as we've seen during this pandemic and lockdown, companies are increasingly focusing on how their workforce is coping. Actually, surprisingly so. So during this period, and as we come out of the lockdown, there'll be an increased focus on how companies actually manage their workforce culture. We find that currently it's hard for companies to do this properly because they don't have the right data. They might currently be gathering engagement survey data at one end, which is fairly static, sentiment-driven information, or at the other extreme, they might be capturing information from whistleblowing services or exit interviews, but neither is quite fit for purpose. And so this is what InChorus does, is capturing the right kinds of data, which is those everyday behaviors, what happens negatively or positively that affects how employees feel about their lived experience of work and as it happens. And so what this enables us to do is create large aggregated and anonymized data sets, which can then be used to more proactively manage diversity, inclusion, and culture initiatives. You know, they might be training or new tools that come into place, or simply just having a conversation with line managers in a certain function where an issue has arisen. And perhaps most uniquely, we're then able to, because we have these data sets, to test the performance of those solutions that have been put in place. We're talking about the pandemic, but kind of just more broadly, the risks and rewards of mismanaging your culture are more amplified than ever before. There have been great reports by McKinsey and PwC and BCG about the link between financial performance and innovation revenues, for example, between greater gender and ethnic diversity within your organizations. And we've seen some absolute catastrophes in terms of companies that have mismanaged this. So a couple of examples would be Wynn Resorts, where they were hit by a scandal that cost them $3.5 billion. And there was a situation at Guess Jeans where one tweet alone hit the company to the tune of 18% of their net worth. We're finding that now is a great time just because of the situation that we will find ourselves in, but there's also legislation coming in, we hope fairly imminently, that will change the onus for companies from not only dealing with the situations as they arise, but taking a far more preventative approach to these types of issues. We work across numerous industries, but like take an industry by industry approach, whereby allowing companies to not only focus on their own culture, but be able to benchmark. And it was, I think it's down testament to that why Revolut wished to work with us, which is taking what was perceived as a very fluffy subject to one which was much more data driven and measurable.